Exactly. So,
Sounds like a
but
plan.
anyways, for folks who might be going out,
Yeah.
is it going to be great? You know, the weather's looking better than it was last weekend, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, you got that right. So the cold air obviously completely gone. We are still going to be pretty mild today. And, you know, it's just been so wet. It's been hard to enjoy the warm weather because of how much rain we've had around the area. So I wanted to start with live Doppler 13 radar. Showers have certainly been set up through the state, and they are ongoing. We've had a steady rainfall here in the Indy Metro as this boundary slowly will work its way out of here. We've got this line of rain from Fort Wayne through the Indy Metro, and that now extends into the southern tier of the state. Eventually, give it a couple of hours, this is slowly tracking off to the east. So I do anticipate most of this being out of here by the time we get into about the lunch hour today. You can see this is all that's left over this widespread area of rainfall. On the backside of it, much cooler air starting to settle in, but I believe we're going to stay warm enough, and then eventually we'll kick back into those warmer temperatures tomorrow. Not going to be dealing with any of that frozen precip. So for today, we are just going to stay wet as you look live up at the Chris Kindelmeyer tip and Carmel this morning. We've got certainly a wet start there. A little bit of flooding probably going on that ice rink as we sit at 40 for our current temperature. Most of us drop back into the upper 30s over the next few hours as that rain starts to exit. And then as that sky gradually clears, we'll see a nice little warming trend today. We'll go 43 by noon, and by 2 o'clock up to 47. Eventually, looks like most of us will top out in those low 50s, upper 40s later on. So here's how all this plays out. Want to pick up future track as we go through the next several hours. We'll pause as we get closer to the peak of the afternoon as far as our temperatures go. Looks like again upper 40s, low 50s for highs as that whole system pulls off to the east and our sky actually clears a little bit. We'll see a little sunshine later this afternoon before another round of clouds returns. But notice what that's going to do for our midnight temperatures as we ring in 2023. At least most of us do. We've got temperatures that will be holding steady in the upper 30s, low 40s, and then same deal as we get into the early morning hours on Sunday. We're going to keep the clouds going for tomorrow, but we're also going to see the more mild temperatures return. So for your New Year's Eve plans, we'll call it mostly cloudy with temperatures dropping out of the low 40s into the upper 30s. For tomorrow, a little bit warmer than today. We'll get back to the 50-degree mark, looks like around noon tomorrow afternoon, back up into the low to mid 50s for highs tomorrow. Going to forecast a high here in the Indy Metro around 55, low 50s to the north, and then pushing 60 for our friends across the southern tier of the state. And that warming trend only going to continue over the next several days. In fact, we've got several warm above average days into the first few days of the new year. We'll go 63 on Tuesday, but then middle part of the week, we've got this front that's going to come through. It's going to increase our rain chances. So rain will be likely on Tuesday, especially during the second half of the day. And then behind that, as that rain exits, the temperature is actually going to start to fall on Wednesday. 46 dropping to 37. Any remnant moisture could translate to a few flurries even on Thursday. And then we'll be partly cloudy, but certainly looking at some cooler, more seasonal temperatures by next Friday with highs back in the mid 30s.